Chapter 4, Boss of the Boss. Jiang Ning immediately frowned. Was this Lingfang asking to die? He actually started taking revenge on Lin Yuzhen so quickly. I hit him. It has nothing to do with you. Jiang Ning spoke directly. I will settle this. No, Lin Yuzhen shook her head, and said with bloodshot eyes. Don't you look for him. He'll kill you. This idiot was very vicious and wouldn't he let Jiang Ning off for sure. Also, my parents must not know about this. Otherwise they'll definitely chase you out. As long as Jiang Ning stayed in her house, Lingfang wouldn't he dare to come in and hurt him. If he got chased out, then Lingfang would definitely get back at Jiang Ning. It's just a job anyway. If I can't work at Ling Group anymore, I'll look for something else. Ling Yuzhen managed a smile. Then she took a deep breath, and went to update her resume. Jiang Ning didn't say anything. There was nothing he could say to this kind girl. The one thing he could do was to make those who bullied her pay the price for doing so. Jiang Ning took out his phone to send a short text. It was very short, but extremely murderous. Lingfang was gloating now. Once he got this project signed, then his position in the Ling family would rise by another level. He was going to be the next heir to the Ling family, and that was only right. His hand was still bandaged, as he made his way to the Huang Group office with the contract. I am looking for CEO Huang to sign the contract. Lingfang's head was tilted upwards as he walked towards the reception, a look of arrogance on his face. Hello, sir. Do you have an appointment with the CEO? I am the general manager of Ling Group. Lingfang. We already discussed this project with CEO Huang for a long time now, and we re-signing the contract today. Lingfang was displeased. She was just a receptionist. Why did she have so many questions? I am really sorry. CEO Huang will not see anyone without an appointment. The receptionist smiled calmly. I said, I am the general manager of Ling Group. I am really sorry. I only know Miss Lin Yuzhen from Ling Group. CEO Huang has given instructions to allow Miss Lin Yuzhen to go upstairs directly if she comes, but he will not see anyone else. You! Lingfang was enraged immediately. What was this meaning of this? Lin Yuzhen was such a big shot. She could go upstairs without question, while he didn't have the right to even see CEO Huang. Why? This is a big project. So if it is delayed, are you able to bear the responsibility? Lingfang waved his hand. I can't be bothered with you. I'll go up myself. He had just walked 2 steps out, and a threatening voice sounded behind him. It is just a small project. I can still afford to lose this. CEO Huang was here. Lingfang immediately put on a big smile, and instantly changed his tone of voice. CEO Huang, whatever are you talking about? I was just joking. This may be a small project to you, but to Ling Group, this is a huge project. He hurried ran over and looked very respectful. We brought the contract over today. I am not sure if CEO Huang. When did I say I was going to sign with Ling Group? CEO Huang frowned instead. Lingfang was caught off guard. He blurted out, hasn't he Lin Yuzhen already discussed with you? That is right. Lin Yuzhen has discussed everything with me. So if a contract has to be signed, I'll sign it with her. Who are you? Lingfang became angrier. He was the eldest grandson of the Lins, the general manager of Ling Group, and CEO Huang asked who he was. I don't care who you are. For this project, I will only sign with Lin Yuzhen. CEO Huang's face darkened and a dozen security guards immediately came running over. Nobody else has the right to sign anything with me. See him out. CEO Huang. CEO Huang. Lingfang started getting anxious. If he lost this project, he'd get beaten to death when he got home. To CEO Huang, it was a small project, but to the Lins, this huge project could change their fate. Why, you want to make a scene? CEO Huang turned and glared at Lingfang. Then his face suddenly became serious. Throw him out. Before Lingfang could react, all the security guards grabbed him and threw him out of the main door. OWW. Lingfang yelped from the pain coming from his injured hand. When had he suffered such terrible treatment before? How could he have been chased out like this? Lin Yuzhen, damn you Lin Yuzhen. Lingfang's face was all red, and his frustration became rage when he saw many passers-by staring at him. Looks like something shady is going on between you and this CEO Huang. If not, why would CEO Huang only sign the contract with Lin Yuzhen and not him? Lin Yuzhen had been fired by them, so there was no way Lin Yuzhen was going to come here. But what if the deal fell through? Lingfang was furious, but he could only clutch the contract and look for Lingqiang immediately. At this time, CEO Huang was on the top floor of his office, making a call very humbly. Brother Fei, I have already done as you told me. I am not sure which important person was able to ask Brother Fei for such a favor. His face was filled with great respect and even some reverence, the total opposite of how he treated Lingfang earlier. He asked my boss. He didn't ask me for a favor. I am just carrying out his instruction. Get it? The voice coming out from the phone made CEO Huang's body tremble violently. He immediately nodded. I got it. Brother Fei was terrifying beyond his imagination already. So if this was Brother Fei's boss, that was equivalent to the boss of his boss. How frightening he must be. He dared not even think about it. Huang Yuming, have you always thought that everything you've achieved in Donghai over the last 5 years was given to you by me? Fei suddenly asked. Huang Yuming hurriedly replied. If Brother Fei had not taken the effort to groom me, I would still be a gangster running the streets, and wouldn't he be where I am today? Think harder. Fei continued. Huang Yuming froze. This wasn't the right answer, but it was Fei who had helped to point him in the right direction, so that he could gain the advantage at several important stages, setting his foundation well so that he could advance to where he was today. Without Fei's guidance, Huang Yuming knew he would never have done it. Suddenly he gulped, and his voice started trembling. It as Brother Fei's boss. At least you're pretty smart. Fei continued. With one word, he can give you everything. Similarly, with one word, he can take away everything you have. You get my meaning? Got it. Huang Yuming immediately replied. Thank you, Brother Fei, for your guidance. I will make sure to do well. Fei didn't say any more and hung up. Huang Yuming felt his legs go weak, so he walked over to the sofa and sat down heavily on it as he exhaled a long breath out. There was cold sweat all over his forehead from his nervousness. So the one behind him was actually that big boss, and it was because of just one word from him he was where he was today. What sort of crazy power was this? He finally calmed down after a long time. But the shock deep inside his heart did not lessen. In his mind, this boss of his boss had no face, but his mere existence was enough for him to bow down and worship. Looks like Lin Yuzhen is connected to Big Boss Lingfang, and his son are just waiting to die. CEO Huang took a deep breath and tried to suppress the shock in his heart.